A doorbell camera in Briar Forest, Houston, captured a distressing scene where an elderly couple was threatened and robbed in their home. The incident unfolded as a 72-year-old woman opened her garage to place an item in the trunk of her BMW. An armed man suddenly approached her, pointing a weapon and demanding her car keys. Her scream alerted her husband, who rushed outside to investigate. The assailant then directed his focus toward him, forcing his way into their house to seize the car keys before driving off in the stolen vehicle.
What's wrong? He wants the key to your BMW?
Right now.
What?
Right
Key
now.
to your BMW?
Right now.
The car was later found by police in a nearby neighborhood. With the couple's consent, the authorities shared the footage publicly to aid in identifying and apprehending the suspect. In Charlotte, North Carolina, a guy casually walked up and unlocked a door like he owned the place, until he noticed the doorbell camera.
Oh, sorry. Hey.
Suddenly, he started claiming he was just there to patrol the area for safety.
You know your door's open? Hey, your door's open? Hey, you know your door's open?
Yeah, my son's in there, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just doing the patrol, and I was just checking the area.
Okay, yeah, my people in there.
Alright, copy that. Alright, have a great night.
Caught in the act, and now caught in a lie. This guy's multitasking for all the wrong reasons. A man tried to break into a house by forcing the front door open but couldn't get in. Not giving up, he then smashed a window, probably planning to get through that way. But after breaking the window, he suddenly turned around and walked off, ditching the whole thing. Glad he left before doing more harm, but it's still frustrating for the homeowner. Do you think your locked mailbox is safe? This clip might make you think again. Let's take a look. It's so frustrating to see how easily someone can violate your privacy like this. In Chicago, a man was confronted by 5 armed teenagers attempting to steal his car. While being forced up the stairs, he suddenly turned and charged at them.
Baby! 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 Oh, give us the key, bro.
Remarkably, they all fled without fighting or pulling the trigger, as it could have turned into a much more dangerous situation. Situations like these highlight the importance of self-defense and staying calm under pressure. A man was caught on camera, red-handed, breaking the lock. I wonder what excuse he'll come up with for the homeowner. Let's see how he tries to talk his way out of this.
You need to go away. Go away. No, you need to go away.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not in the wrong place.
You need to hop the fence and get out of there.
Okay, I have a key. It's okay.
I'm gonna call the police if you don't leave.
Fortunately, he left without causing any trouble. A person named Jordan came up to someone's door and said they were from a church, inviting the homeowner to attend.
Are you okay?
What the hell? I don't know. Who
I just walked up to your door. I was about to ring your doorbell. Sorry. I'm from a church. My name's Jordan.
Oh,
Phil.
sorry.
Don't worry about it. I didn't mean to scare you. I apologize for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I just made my day. It's a fun story. Yeah.
Okay.
We just want to invite you guys to come to our church. So.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I
Yeah.
need it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry.
It ended up being a funny misunderstanding, and thankfully, nothing bad happened. This guy crashed into a tree and then drove away. He definitely needs to have his license revoked. A woman tried to steal Christmas lights from someone's porch, grabbed them, and quickly ran off as soon as the door opened. Fortunately, the homeowner was able to get the lights back. Two men were standing outside a house, one of them approaching the door while hiding his face and carrying a weapon. He then positioned himself out of view, waiting for someone to answer, while the other man stayed on the sidewalk, watching. Fortunately, the door stayed shut, avoiding any potential danger. In Wasilla, Alaska, a woman knocks on a door late at night, saying she lives nearby and needs to use the restroom.
Can I help you?
Hey, I live down the road. I was going to ask if I could use your restroom.
The homeowner kindly refuses, mentioning that their dogs aren't friendly.
Sorry, I got dogs in here. They're not very friendly.
Okay. Have a good night. Yeah, sorry it's so late.
The homeowner handled this perfectly, staying kind but firm in protecting their space. A doorbell camera captured the moment an armed robbery took place while someone was sitting in their parked car. The video shows multiple cars parked along the street, but the focus is on one with its lights on, closest to the camera. A person is seen approaching the car from behind, rushing to the driver's side and forcefully opening the door. The robber pulls the car owner out of the vehicle, and a second assailant appears, giving orders.
This one, go! 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 Let's go! Let's go! Go!
While one searches the car, the other holds the victim and tells them where to go. Before leaving, they threaten the victim, warning them to run in the opposite direction or face harm. The victim quickly flees as instructed.
No, run away! No, run away! Run away! Run away! Let's go! Get out! Run away!
The two robbers then run to another car across the street, which had also been lit up earlier. They jump in and speed off. While it's unclear what they stole, the victim fortunately escaped the situation unharmed. A woman can be seen frantically knocking on a house's front door, constantly looking behind her. Soon, a man approaches her, grabs her firmly, and tells her to get into the car while the woman pleads for him to stop. The man was later identified as 20-year-old Victor Kuchnik, who was charged with third-degree felony kidnapping. A thief in Rochester, New York wears gloves to avoid leaving fingerprints but still gets caught red-handed.
No.
Now!
Let me ask you something.
Just said, like he observed the consumer following people.
Gloves can hide fingerprints, but they can't hide bad decisions. It was a terrifying night for Cindy Hemingway when a strange man tried to break into her house while she was home alone. He had a sharp metal tool and was trying to unlock the front door, even peeking through the windows with the blade, making the situation even scarier. At one point, he rang the doorbell. Cindy's husband, Robert, who was out of town, saw everything on his phone through their Ring doorbell camera. He watched in fear, worried about his wife. Cindy was terrified when she heard the doorbell and wasn't sure if the man would try to break the glass next. When she answered the door, the man started talking, but sounded strange, slurring his words like he didn't know what he was doing.
Who is it?
This is a little demon.
Who? A little bit.
Cindy was nervous and didn't know what to say, so she just apologized to keep things calm. The man eventually walked away before the police showed up, but he was still seen in the neighborhood.
Sorry. Don't be sorry.
Cindy showed the police the video, but they told her they couldn't arrest the man because his actions didn't count as a crime. They explained that just having a metal bar wasn't enough unless he actually broke in. A few hours later, the same man broke into another house less than a mile away and entered the bedroom of two 12-year-old twins. This time, the police caught him and needed 3 officers to restrain him because he was out of control.
It was a metal bar, right, exactly. There's certain elements that we need to meet for a crime to take them in. And unfortunately,
Cindy and her neighbors felt disappointed by the police. Even though they had cameras and called for help, it seemed like the police didn't act fast enough to stop what happened next. Cindy felt let down by the system, wondering if they had to wait for something worse to happen before the man was stopped. In Newark, New Jersey, a man showed up at a house claiming he had an important request.
Yeah, what's up?
Yes, sir. Can you help me, sir? I'm in danger.
My man, call the cops, bro.
No, they messed up my phone.
Listen, I'm off duty right now, bro.
Please, sir, please.
Listen to me. I'm off duty right now. I'm a police officer. I'm off duty. I could call dispatch right now. What do you need?
I have to explain it to you so you can understand.
My man, get out of my property. Get out of my property. I'm armed, all right? So go somewhere else.
If you're claiming to be in danger, you better come with a better explanation than this guy. A group of people was going around yelling in the neighborhood. One guy came to Austin's door, knocking loudly and even stumbling on the porch.
no! Help! No! Brian, throw the way!
It's unclear what was happening, but it's definitely a concerning situation. This guy was all set to steal, but the homeowner arrived at the perfect time.
Your house.
What
are you doing?
Knock on the door.
For what?
I was trying to figure out what's going on with the compost shit inside, because if I pick it up, I can actually make money.
Well, this is private property, so go back there by the compost.
Well, I mean,
Matt, can you come here?
would you? It's someone gonna come talk to me? Dude, what?
Timing is everything, and for this guy, it couldn't have been worse. This creepy video shows a strange guy trying to enter someone's house. The door keeps rejecting his fingerprint. The person on the phone keeps telling him to kick the door open.
I can kick it in? Hell yeah. Oh!
On the third kick, the homeowner threatens to fire at him.
Oh, my bad. Out of here. All right. Get the here, bro. There's one in the chamber. All right. How you gonna tell me to go ahead and do it?
The homeowner reported the incident to the police, and the man was eventually arrested. A car crashed into a parked one and then sped away. With the help of the footage, the police were able to track down the car's driver. A tragic incident shook a peaceful North Ogden, Utah neighborhood on April 27, 2023, leaving the community in shock. Jeffrey Roberts, a 66-year-old from Long Beach, California, traveled over 700 miles to his brother Scott Roberts' home. Scott, a retired forestry professor, was having a quiet dinner with his wife, Jody, when their evening took a horrifying turn with the unexpected ring of the doorbell. Doorbell footage showed Jeffrey calmly arriving and claiming he was there to to see their mother. When Scott told him she wasn't there, Jeffrey's demeanor shifted drastically. He pulled out a weapon and forced his way inside, launching a violent attack.
Hey, what's up? What are you doing? Came to the gift. We came by to see Mom. She's not here? Where's she at? In Missouri? What's she doing there? Well, she's living with Lorinda's mom, who's taking care of her. Really? Yeah. Well, how long's she been there? About a year. Really?
The situation worsened when Jeffrey returned to his car, retrieved a 12-gauge weapon from a brown duffel bag, and re-entered the scene. The bag also contained a 9mm weapon and 23 fully loaded revolver magazines, revealing the scale of his sinister intentions. His heavy breathing hinted at the seriousness of what he was about to do.
Give it to Julie. Gang gets my turtles. You get everything else. What else do I got here? Oh, go to my garage and get my ears. My garage ASAP. Scan them crickets and turtles. Empty my bank.
The sound of firing alerted a neighbor, who called 911.
What's the address and city of your emergency? What city?
North Ogden.
And one more time with that address. Tell me what's happening.
It was next door, and it sounded like, but I'm not sure about that. But
no, it's okay. What? Sorry,
but
what
I don't know
from you?
It was just it would be west of me, the next house to me, I think.
How many did you hear?
Several. But
did you hear anything before or after?
No. And there was a guy that walked out of the house, but I couldn't tell. Like I said, it was pretty loud, but it sounded like
was it a male or
a male in a brown van. Let me see.
Went to a brown van. Did he leave in the van or?
No, he's still there, but it must not be.
Police arrived quickly, escalating the situation as Jeffrey began firing at the officers. A terrifying exchange ensued, involving 3 out of 5 officers on the scene.
Cease fire! Cease fire! Cease fire! Cease fire! Cease fire!
When the chaos ended, Jeffrey was found lifeless with a wound to the head. Inside the house, thick smoke revealed a fire Jeffrey had started using road flares. Tragically, Scott Roberts was found lifeless, having suffered wounds inflicted by his brother. Jody survived the ordeal, though she endured severe trauma. Their daughter, Kelsey Turner, later spoke about her father's bravery, finding comfort in his heroic actions despite the grief. The aftermath was devastating. The family home was destroyed. Jody lost her belongings, and the community mourned the loss of Scott, who was remembered as a wise and kind man. While investigators searched for answers about Jeffrey's motives, the tragedy highlighted the complexities of family relationships and the far-reaching consequences of one individual's actions. The community came together to support Jody, demonstrating resilience in the face of such a harrowing event. A man found a wallet with $20 inside and returned it to its rightful owner.
You know, at the school, he left his wallet. There's $20 in here. I didn't take it. Stood in there, just letting you know that Jesus is calling you to a true state of repentance. He loves you, and he wants you to know him, like with a relationship, not just church. So seek him, you'll find him.
It's such a touching moment and a reminder that good people still exist. In Atlanta, Georgia, this man first tries the doorknob and then makes a shady call about the homeowner's car.
Hey, like someone with a BMW? Is that where you're at? There's like... Oh.
But when he notices the doorbell camera, he quickly makes an excuse and takes off.
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry I rang your Ring doorbell. Your cat with no tail is cold.
This guy really thought mentioning the cats would excuse his suspicious behavior. In Baton Rouge, Louisiana, this guy gets caught trying the doorknob and quickly comes up with an excuse.
Who is it?
It's Bill. I don't mean to bother you. I just need to charge my phone. You mind just throwing it on the charger for me?
Oh, no, man. I don't even know you.
Alright. I appreciate it anyway, bro.
He says he just needs to charge his phone and asks if the homeowner can plug it in for him.
What you need, man? Where you hanging? Where you from, man?
I just left.
Where you from?
From Belfast.
Huh?
From Belfast.
From where?
Belfast.
You know, man. I'm in the bed, man. I'm sick.
It's all good, man. I appreciate it anyway.
It's unsettling how some people think trespassing is okay with a half-baked excuse. This guy tried to steal from someone's mailbox, but he didn't realize the homeowner was watching.
Can I help you? Hello, can I help you? Ma'am? Why are you in my mailbox?
Sorry, ma'am. It's some food. I'm sorry.
Why are you in my
didn't, Mom.
Huh? Stay out of my mailbox. Who are you? Stay out of my mailbox. Who are you?
All right.
I don't know. Yeah. Stay out of my mailbox. I don't know who you are.
Luckily, he didn't get away with anything. A guy was outside asking for directions to return to where he came from.
What? May I help you? Can you just like get me back to? Can you just help me direct me back to Utah? Morning, sir. I can't help you with anything right now.
The person inside told him they couldn't help and ended the conversation politely. One night in a quiet neighborhood in the Netherlands, a homeowner heard noises on the roof but assumed it was just an animal and went back to sleep. The next morning, they checked their doorbell camera and saw footage of 3 or 4 people on their property, 2 climbing on the roof and others talking off camera. Later, they noticed scratch marks on 2 upstairs windows, indicating an attempted break-in. They locked all the windows, but a few nights later, someone tried to open a downstairs window. Though it wasn't caught on camera, the homeowner gave the footage to the police, but it's unclear if the suspects were ever caught. This creepy footage shows what looks like an attempted kidnapping. A young girl gets home and notices a strange guy following her. She greets him quickly and hurries inside. A few moments later, the guy walks up to the house, but things take a turn when her mom opens the door, catching him off guard.
Hello. Yeah, I just want to say hi. How are you? Oh, am I misunderstanding? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm misunderstanding. Sorry.
Well, he didn't expect that. The mom's response was priceless. A guy rang the doorbell several times, but when no one answered, he attempted to walk into the house like it was not a big deal.
I rang the doorbell, no one answered. I rang the doorbell, no one answered. Sorry.
Just because no one answered the door doesn't mean he has the right to enter the house. Some kids were goofing around late at night, and one of them ran up to a front door and kicked it twice. When it didn't budge, he took off with his friends. Honestly, if they'd done this to the wrong person, things could have gone really bad for them. In the lively city of Austin, Texas, some cops showed up at a homeowner's place, likely causing quite a shock.
Shit, come to the door, please, the door. Johnson Brown, come to the door, please, the door.
The officers made a mistake, though, because the person they were searching for didn't live there anymore. Whatever the suspect did must have been pretty serious for so many law enforcement officers to show up. A suspicious man was spotted wandering the neighborhood, ringing a doorbell at midnight. He then moved on to a nearby house, where another Ring camera caught him in action. While his intentions remain unclear, it's a good reminder to stay alert and make sure your security systems are set up properly. In Denver, Colorado, this teen girl claims she will protect the package on the porch, but she quickly shifts it out of the camera's sight.
I'm gonna put her somewhere where nobody sees it. Cause Amazon people, they put zero effort into hiding packages, so I'm gonna do it for him. Put it. I'll put it. I'm putting it right here. Right here. The chair's off. I'm putting it under the chair.
The homeowner said the package was taken just 5 minutes later and suspects that this girl and her accomplice were the ones who stole it. This guy walks up to someone's house, grabs a package, and leaves. What makes it even more disturbing is how casually he does it, showing no shame. It's shocking how easily people take things that don't belong to them these days. In Harrisonburg, Virginia, a random woman entered an unlocked house and stole $100. This is why you should always secure your home to prevent such incidents. On October 1st, 2022, a guy knocked on a stranger's door and pretended to be from the police department.
Police!
But as soon as he saw the Ring door camera, he dropped the act and walked away. It makes you wonder what he would have done if the homeowner had actually opened the door. This footage shows a person sneaking towards the front door at night, wearing a hat, sunglasses, and a face mask, making it hard to identify them. After struggling to open the door, the person starts messing with the doorbell, likely trying to steal it. Realizing they can't remove it without a special tool, they try to block the camera. The homeowner hears the doorbell notification and sees the man on his phone, then calls 911. The intruder moves to the side of the house and tries to fiddle with another door but can't get in. He then starts acting weirdly, saying hello in a creepy, overly friendly tone. The 911 operator tells the homeowner not to engage. After a few moments of banging on the door, the intruder seems to give up. Later that night, the homeowner gets another notification of movement at the door, but when he checks, no one is there. The person's identity remains unknown. In the video, a mother holding her infant daughter unknowingly leads a man to her front door. Just seconds away from entering, the man pulls up his mask as he approaches, clearly up to no good. Luckily, they made it inside and shut the door just in time. After watching the terrifying footage, the mother quickly reports it to the police, who share some disturbing news. A violent rapist has been targeting women and children in the area. It's unsettling to think how close they were to becoming victims. In Independence, Missouri, this guy tried to steal Hazel's son's bike at 2 a.m. It's the second time someone's tried to do that. This time, Hazel got a motion alert on her phone, acted fast, and stopped him.
I'm in the problem, huh?
Get off my porch.
Huh?
Get off my porch.
It's just not right to steal from kids. Some people really need to learn that lesson. This man walks up to the door and tries talking to the homeowner, but the homeowner quickly calls him out through the camera.
Why you at my door?
Hey, man, I need a towel stuck out. I need your.
Somebody finna come help you.
Get your off my patio. You got some help coming. I got some help coming. Get off my damn patio.
No, get away from my door.
All right, Sally, appreciate it.
The guy says he needs help, but the homeowner tells him to get off the property, and eventually the man walks away.
She needs some help. Yeah, you putting that little funky
phone or whatever up talking about I need some help. Get your ass off my patio.
It's a tense moment, but it ends without anything serious happening. What the man actually wanted is unclear, but he definitely acted suspiciously. Two guys show up at someone's doorstep. The first one tries to open the door, while the second just stands there until he spots the doorbell camera. As soon as he sees it, he covers his face. Fortunately, the homeowner spotted them and told them to leave.
Huh? Never mind. Now my wrong house? Wrong house?
If it was truly the wrong house, why all the sneaky behavior? Something doesn't add up. This is why it's important to make sure your door is locked at night. A disturbing video filmed in Anchorage, Alaska, shows a woman trying to use a tool to open someone's door.
I know you're home. Thanks for stopping by. If you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
It's not clear what she was looking for, but thankfully, she didn't manage to break in. A FedEx driver was unaware that a doorbell camera was recording him as he threw the package at the front door without stopping the van. It's frustrating to see your package treated this way. I hope it wasn't something fragile. This guy showed up at someone's house and started stealing packages. The homeowner reported it to the police, and luckily, they were able to arrest him and recover the stolen packages. This lady shows up at the door holding a doll, but when the dogs start barking, she quickly leaves. Looks like that was enough to send her away. What do you think she was up to? On July 27, 2022, at 1 a.m., a man was spotted trying to break open a mailbox with a large butcher knife. He looked around to make sure no one was watching before starting to stab the lock. After several attempts, he finally managed to get it open. Inside the mailbox was a makeup kit, which he took before walking away. I wonder what he plans to do with that makeup. On November 12, 2022, there was a hit and run on Chandler Boulevard between Parrish and Lammer in Burbank. The car got some serious damage on the passenger side, including a flat tire. Hopefully, the driver will be caught. Kayla's Ring doorbell captured this footage in a small town in California. Kayla had been dealing with her ex-friend Thomas, who became obsessed with her. Despite Kayla telling him multiple times she wasn't interested, he kept sending her texts and voicemails, expressing his love. The footage was taken right after one of his calls, where he said he was coming over. Kayla later discovered that Thomas wasn't even his real name. His name was actually Matthew. After blocking him on social media, Kayla and her friend went to the police and filed a restraining order. Eventually, he stopped contacting her, and no one knows where he is now. At 2 a.m., someone sneaked onto the property and stole 2 of the owner's plants. It's frustrating to see someone take something you cared for, even if it's just plants. Vivian noticed a strange figure on her camera that looked human, but moved oddly. Some people commented that it resembled Dobby from Harry Potter, while others thought it looked like a teen with a pair of shorts on his head. Vivian's son Bobby tried to imitate the creature by wearing shorts on his head, and it looked similar. Bobby insisted it wasn't him. No one knows for sure if it was a creature or something else. A shady guy showed up on someone's porch looking for a key. He even checked under the mat. He then grabbed the neighbor's patio chair and took off. I hope the neighborhood is on alert after this weird incident. A person saw a drone hovering above their house and started recording, wondering what it was doing.
Alright, there is the drone above our house.
What are they doing? Yeah, take a video of that. There's another one. Isn't that another one?
No, that's a plane.
That is a plane?
Yes.
Are you sure that's a drone?
Look at the difference. See?
Boy, I'd love to get that thing down, man.
I'd be curious too. Seeing a drone over your property is definitely unsettling. This guy was on his way to a friend's house, but ended up slipping on the snow at their doorstep.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, you gotta have that. Oh, you gotta have that on the Ring doorbell. I just busted my. You fell down? Yeah. Oh, I fell down. You gotta have that on the Ring doorbell. I need to see that video. Colin fell down. Bad.
Hope he's okay. Those doorstep slips can really catch you off guard. A car was stolen from a parking structure at 5:50 a.m. on November 20th, 2022. It's a 2015 white Kia Optima with the plate APJF 507.
Is it a push button? How did you get it started so fast?
If you know anything or recognize the suspects, please reach out to Huntington Park Police. This footage was shared by a YouTuber named Chris Curd. A strange guy walked into someone's front yard late at night and stole the snowman prop from the top of their stairs. Let's hope this person realizes that stealing holiday decorations brings no joy, only trouble. Late at night, a man's doorbell camera captured a strange, translucent figure slowly moving along the sidewalk across from his house. When the homeowner watched the video, he asked a neighbor, who also had a camera, to check their footage. Surprisingly, the mysterious figure didn't appear in the neighbor's video at all. It remains unclear what exactly was caught on camera. On November 20th, 2019 video shows a young girl knocking on the door of an empty house in the middle of the night, holding a flashlight and pleading for help. She looks over her shoulder multiple times, appearing scared. The footage ends abruptly, leaving many questions unanswered. Some speculated that a man was hiding behind her, but this was never confirmed. Another theory linked the girl to a missing person case. In February 2019, a 9-year-old named Serenity Diner had run away from a youth home in South Dakota and was allegedly seen in Justin, Texas, just days before the video. Since the girl in the video knocked on an empty house, it seemed unlikely she lived in the area. While there was a resemblance between the two, the police never confirmed any connection. Unfortunately, little official information has been released, and we may never know the full story behind what happened to the girl. One morning, a guy wakes up to find his cell phone missing. Since he lives alone, he checks his security cameras and discovers something unsettling. The footage shows an unknown man inside his house, sneaking in through an unlocked back door. The intruder quietly moves through the bedroom, and while the homeowner sleeps, he grabs the phone. What makes it creepy is that the guy has a knife in his mouth, suggesting he is ready to confront the homeowner if necessary. Luckily, the homeowner stayed asleep, avoiding a potentially dangerous situation. In this footage, JoJo and her son Daniel return home late at night. They open the front door and enter the house. But once they close the door behind them, a man is seen walking up to their home. He immediately attempts to open the door.
Go shower really fast. I need you to go shower. Please, Daniel. Who's that?
While JoJo and Daniel argue inside, with JoJo telling Daniel to shower while he claims he's too tired, the distinct sound of someone trying to open the door is audible. JoJo notices the man outside and yells for him to leave. He steps back, but remains standing before the camera, staring blankly without responding. JoJo repeatedly orders him to go, but he doesn't move.
Who is that? Get out of here! Get out of here! There's a guy outside, look!
It's unclear whether the man had been following them home or waiting nearby for them to return. Either way, it's uncertain what his intentions were if the door had been left unlocked. JoJo called the police, but the man was gone when they arrived, leaving his motives a mystery. This video shows a strange woman walking up to someone's front door. Her behavior seems unusual, but when a car passes by, she acts normal to avoid suspicion. Once the car is gone, she leans in close to the camera. The homeowner, after watching the unsettling footage, said he had no idea who she was. It's such a creepy incident. Why would anyone do something like that? What would you do if you saw this outside your door? That's exactly what happened to a couple whose dogs wouldn't stop barking in the middle of the night. Worried someone might be outside, they checked their Ring doorbell camera and saw a translucent figure moving across the path. Once the figure disappeared, the dogs immediately stopped barking. The couple was left confused and unsettled since no one was visible outside. What do you think? An optical illusion or something supernatural? In this video, 3 masked guys followed a homeowner inside his house. They noticed the Ring camera and tried to take it down, but it kept recording. The robbers grabbed a wallet with $500 and got suspicious about someone else being around. They ransacked the house, broke down doors, tossed clothes around, and looked for more stuff to steal. Before leaving, they took a laptop, purse, jewelry, and $3,500 in cash. Sadly, they haven't been caught yet, but hopefully the police will catch them soon. This guy showed up at Stacy's house late at night, asking her to come outside and talk.
Excuse me, miss. Can you come talk to me, please?
Stacy chose not to respond. The guy stayed there for a while before leaving. It makes you wonder what he was up to. Was he in trouble or was something suspicious going on? On July 24th, 2021, in Arizona, Caitlin Curtis was at a park with her baby when a disheveled man approached her, offering to sell some drawings. She declined, finding the drawings poor quality, and left the park with her baby in a stroller. As she headed home, she noticed the man driving a suspicious truck that circled her several times. Fearing she was being followed, Caitlin took a different route home and entered through the back door. 3 days later, while Caitlin was out of town, her doorbell camera recorded the same man ringing her doorbell at 3 a.m. Caitlin's husband was asleep and only found out about the incident the next day. While some speculated the man might have been stalking her, his intentions remain unclear, and it was suggested he could have been under the influence or dealing with mental health issues. Caitlin and her family never saw the man again. Fortunately, the situation ended without further incident, and Caitlin and her family were safe. This guy's going around checking for unlocked car doors at 6 a.m. Thankfully, the car was locked. He checks a few more cars on the street, but they seem to be locked too. It's a relief that the cars were locked, but disturbing that he's even trying. These car burglars walked into someone's property late at night, easily got into the owner's car, and took whatever they could find inside. The homeowner gave the footage to the police, and luckily, these guys were arrested. These two guys broke into a property in Chula Vista, California. These guys are still on the loose. A break-in happened in broad daylight. In the first clip, one intruder is seen entering the building, and in the second, more intruders show up and try to force their way through the front door. The homeowner reported the incident to the police, and these guys were eventually arrested. A guy was eating when a bird swooped down, trying to get his food.
Move, you bird! Ah,
Sharing is caring, but that bird took it to a whole new level. This man showed up at someone's house at 12:30 a.m., ringing the doorbell and looking through the front window. He claimed he needed an ambulance because he was hurt and wanted a blanket.
I can't see very good. I don't got no glasses on and my vision ain't the best, but I was gonna see if you could make a call to the ambulance for me. Or I'm hurting and there's I don't know how to explain it other than I need help with the ambulance or possibly a blanket if it could help. I wish I had the luxury of being able to sleep on something like that. I've been homeless 11 years.
It's hard to tell if he really needed help or if he was up to something suspicious. A strange, shirtless guy showed up at a man's front door, dancing or shivering. The man ended up begging for a cover to keep warm from the cold night.
go ahead, man. Get away.
You said what?
I said, what's going on, man?
Well, I just started drizzling a little bit, so I'm just taking cover a little bit. Ain't no cover over here.
Do you think he was being genuine, or was there something else going on? A guy showed up at someone's house at 4 a.m. and stole a package from their doorstep. It's disturbing how some see the early hours as the perfect time for theft. I hope they catch him. A stranger knocks on the door, claiming to be a neighbor and asking to use the phone because they're locked out.
Who is it? Oh, it's the neighbor down 2 houses. Okay, what you need?
The homeowner doesn't recognize them and refuses. The homeowner said she wasn't her neighbor and had never seen her before.
I got locked out my house. I was trying to see if you got a phone I can use or something. No, I ain't got no phone you can use, baby. Alright.
She guessed the woman was probably trying to trick her into opening the door. Early one morning in July 2016, a woman in Chicago realized her purse was missing. She and her boyfriend tried to figure out where it might be and checked their home security camera footage. What they found shocked them. At 3:30 a.m., a hooded person was seen walking around the upper floors of their house. The couple had accidentally fallen asleep on the couch while watching TV and had forgotten to lock their doors, allowing the stranger to get in. The intruder stood at the top of the stairs for about 10 minutes, seemingly deciding whether to come down. In the end, he left, taking only the woman's purse. This incident shows how easily things can go wrong when home security is overlooked. What made it even more disturbing was that other people in the area reported seeing the same hooded figure. Some even caught him on their own cameras wandering the neighborhood. Despite these sightings, the intruder hasn't been caught, leaving the community feeling uneasy. A thief on a bicycle swooped in, grabbed the package, and took off quickly. A 2021 survey conducted by C+R Research found that 43% of Americans had reported having a package stolen, a slight increase from the 36% reported in 2020. Urban areas tend to have higher rates of package theft, though suburban and rural areas are also affected. This guy rode his bicycle to the front door and took the package. The homeowner spoke up a bit too late, but thankfully, the doorbell camera did its job. At 3:15 a.m., this person was checking car doors and pulling on handles in the yard. He moved on to the next one when he realized the car was locked. Fortunately, he wasn't able to break into any of the cars. This woman acted like she was searching for someone, but she grabbed the mail.
Hello?
Hello? Hi, does Jennifer Smith live here?
I think you got that wrong.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry, thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you know of anyone around here by that name?
Try that. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with our neighbors.
Oh, okay, alright, thank you.
Alright, okay.
The homeowner called the police, and they caught her along with her accomplice. An elderly couple stole Allie's nephew's Nike slides, and the woman kept looking over at the neighbors. It's sad to see a kid lose something they care about to thieves. This guy steals packages from someone's porch and takes off without a care in the world. The homeowner comes outside, but the guy doesn't even look back.
Hello? Hello?
Hopefully, he faces consequences for his actions. In New Jersey, a mother and her 2 daughters were alone one night in their 2-story house. While they were upstairs, the mother began hearing strange noises coming from downstairs. Concerned, she checked her security cameras through her phone and saw an unknown man walking around on the 1st floor. She quietly barricaded herself and her daughters in an upstairs bathroom and called the police. However, the police response was delayed, leaving the family to watch the intruder move through their home on the security footage, hoping he wouldn't come upstairs. Fortunately, the man did not approach the 2nd floor, and by the time the police arrived, he had already left, taking several valuables, including the homeowner's purse. Authorities could not identify him, and they couldn't determine if he was armed. A guy rang someone's doorbell late at night in San Diego, around 10:30 p.m.
杀生靠中国，现在我有冰淇淋，我很多碗冰淇淋，这是16是零有冰淇淋。
I think it could have been a prank, but it's hard to say for sure. What do you think? A security camera captured some strange activity in the middle of the night. Blurry, orb-like figures appeared on the right side of the screen, quickly moving behind the fence. Viewers were curious, and while some thought it could be paranormal, one comment suggested a simpler explanation: kids running by and tossing their jackets over the fence. The commenter speculated that the teens might have been hiding their jackets to avoid being identified after pulling off some kind of mischief. While the true nature of the footage remains unclear, the idea of a nighttime prank or adventure became the leading theory, leaving viewers to wonder whether it was paranormal, a prank, or something else entirely. This guy walked into someone's front yard, looking around to see if anyone was there.
Hello?
He tried to force the front door open, but when it didn't work, he gave up and left.
Hello? Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you.
Even a failed attempt is unsettling. Good thing he decided to leave. This family got an alert on their phone about movement on the porch and turned on their camera. What they saw was enough to make anyone stay inside for the rest of the month. A huge snake was slithering up the side of their house. Imagine opening your door and having a giant snake fall at your feet and slither inside. Definitely not a good day. In the middle of the night, a stranger showed up and stole mail from someone's mailbox. That's such a hassle for the person who lost their mail. Hopefully it gets sorted out quickly. This guy showed up at someone's place, claiming he needed some plastic, and then just went ahead and took it.
Right now, But if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
I take this plastic outside. I put the whole floor. I need the plastic. You understand me? I take a plastic here. I need to put whole the floor.
Luckily, the homeowner was around and gave him an earful, making him leave.
Who are you? Go away! No, that's my property! That's my tarp! You're on my property! It's not yours to take!
You needed this?
Yes! It's mine! You're trespassing! Get off my property! You harassed me yesterday! Get off my property!
People really have no shame these days. Stealing is just not cool. A 14-year-old boy named Brennan Walker missed his school bus and asked for directions at Jeffrey Ziegler's house in Rochester Hills, Michigan. When Brennan rang the doorbell, Jeffrey's wife panicked, thinking he was trying to break in. Jeffrey grabbed his weapon and fired 2 times at Brennan as he ran away. Jeffrey later claimed it was an accident, but video showed he fired at Brennan as he fled. Jeffrey felt terrible when he realized Brennan was just asking for help. He was later found guilty of assault and having a weapon during the crime. It's heartbreaking that a simple misunderstanding turned into something so dangerous. On Kenniston Avenue, this guy stole a package from someone's property. He didn't even try to be sneaky, boldly grabbing packages in broad daylight. A couple was walking with a trailer when one of them walked up to someone's door and took a package. It turned out they were stealing packages from other houses in the neighborhood as well, and many people reported the thefts. Fortunately, they were eventually arrested. A package was stolen just 8 minutes after being delivered. Since the entrance isn't visible from the street, the thief might have been following the delivery person on a bike. It's either a bad coincidence or some really bad timing for the owners. In Hempstead, this kid tried to steal a bike from someone's house. Just as he was about to take off, the homeowner noticed, and the kid ditched the bike and ran. He needs to learn that stealing isn't cool, or he might end up learning the hard way someday. A scary moment was caught on video when a 50-year-old woman tried to enter her Bronx apartment late at night and a man tried to force his way in. It happened around 2 a.m. on September 23, 2021, after she got home from work. As she walked toward her apartment, she noticed a strange man outside but didn't realize he had been following her. When she struggled to unlock her door, the man ran down the hallway to catch up. She managed to get inside just in time, slamming the door shut before he reached her. The woman and her family were terrified after the incident and didn't want their faces shown on the news. They were also shocked that the building doors had been left unlocked that night, making it easier for the man to follow her. 2 guys showed up at someone's house at night and took some bottles of water and mail. One of them was clearly caught on camera, and they were eventually arrested. In Los Angeles, California, at 2:12 a.m., a guy stole a package from someone's front door. Package theft has become a big problem in Los Angeles, with incidents increasing over the years, especially during the holiday season. In 2023, areas like Koreatown, Downtown, and Westlake reported the highest numbers of package thefts, with Koreatown topping the list with 355 incidents from January to October. This trend is similar to what's happening in other major cities in the US, where package theft is more common in neighborhoods with many multi-unit buildings. A homeowner in Australia noticed a strange man appearing on their home security cameras, walking around their property. Initially, they thought he might be someone they knew, but that assumption changed when the man began to crouch down and sneak around as if he was aware he shouldn't be there. At one point, he even hid behind a parked truck to avoid being seen by a passing car. This discovery alarmed the homeowners, leading them to review past footage for similar incidents. They found another occurrence from a few days earlier, where the man was seen shining a flashlight into a back door of the house. The man's intentions remain unclear, and despite notifying the police, the homeowners could not identify him. No reports of the man returning to the property after this leave the situation unresolved. It was a scary moment when 2 robbers jumped a gate and tried breaking into a family's home during dinner. Vince Ritchie, the homeowner, had just gotten back when the robbers, one of them with a weapon, snuck up on him. Thinking fast, Vince threw his hot tea at them and grabbed his weapon. There was an exchange of fire, and the robbers ran off while Vince stayed undercover. He was mostly worried about keeping his wife safe in the dining room, and his baby girl, who was sleeping upstairs. Break-ins like this are becoming more common around dinner time because criminals know people are home and can be easily threatened into giving them what they want. A random person came by, snatched something from the porch, and left without anyone catching him. He didn't waste a second, straight to the point and off into the wind. At around 4:30 a.m., a guy was spotted running through a quiet neighborhood completely naked. He went up to someone's porch, ringing the doorbell and knocking while yelling for help. He seemed really distressed, saying he needed help before running off. Police caught him a little later, and it turned out he was on crystal meth and thought there were snakes in his clothes. It was definitely a strange situation for the homeowner, who had never dealt with anything like it. In California, 2 friends spotted some flying objects in the sky and recorded them.
There's 2 of them.
Oh my god.
Mom, this is real. No, come.
What is that?
They're super loud.
No, but they're super low.
Look at this one right
There,
Look at the
that
lights. Look at the lights on it.
Look at that.
It's a saucer. That's not a plane.
What the heck is that? And that looks like one of them in the distance.
Yeah.
Mom, that's right there. Mom, that's right there.
I don't...
That's right above us. That's not a plane. That is not a plane. Yes, it is.
They believe the objects looked like saucers, but others online think they were just drones. What do you think? A YouTuber from Griffo Media returned home to find their garbage cans in the wrong spot and checked the footage to figure out why. In the video, one of the trash cans starts rolling across the driveway on its own before stopping on the other side. Some skeptics argue that the driveway must be sloped for it to roll, and a shot from the video shows a shadow that might suggest someone was standing behind the cans. This doorbell camera captured a creepy encounter. A man knocked late at night and asked the homeowner a disturbing question about whether she was alone.
Yeah, what do you want?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, it's not about what I want, but, hey, I got 2 drinks. I'm trying to sell to get bus fare. Can you help? You really don't?
No, I really don't.
You're not alone, are you?
No, I'm not.
You're not alone, are you?
No, why would I need to be alone?
Hello? Would be a help us if I could sleep on the couch a few hours.
No.
It's not a crime, miss.
Please get off my porch before I call the police. Bye.
Yep. Hey, you try to have a good night.
Never answer questions like that, especially late at night, and definitely don't open the door. Stay safe. A TikTok user named Miss Tong posted a video from her doorbell camera that quickly went viral. In the video, Miss Tong arrives home at 9:25 p.m. and a man appears on the stairs a few minutes later, acting like he's heading upstairs. But then he turns around and walks toward her door. He notices the camera, pulls up his hoodie to hide his face, and looks around nervously. Throughout the night, the camera catches him running past the door at 10:50 p.m., 11:05 p.m., and 11:14 p.m. Finally, at 11:25 p.m., Tong's boyfriend arrives, and at 11:45 p.m., the man disappears after taking one last look at the door. Miss Tong believes the man saw her earlier while she was walking and followed her back to her apartment. It's terrifying to think someone might be following you around. At 11:47 a.m., a guy on a bike rode around the house, checked if anyone was watching, and then grabbed the package and ran. The homeowner said they would report the incident to the police, but there haven't been any updates on whether the thief was caught. Several families have reported spotting spy drones in the sky, and this is one of them.
Oh, that's not an airplane. That's creepy. Here, she's taking a video. That's low. That's so low. Here, wait 1 second. It's about to pop out of the trees. Yeah, no, that's not a airplane. Holy shit.
What?
So low. Oh my god. Taylor's filming right now. She is. Holy. That is like.
That's not an airplane.
I don't know. That's not an airplane. It's got a top.
It's definitely not something you'd expect to see up there. A man was seen on a doorbell camera walking up to the front door of a house.
Hey, excuse me.
He asked a quick question but left without waiting for an answer.
I'm just trying to see if someone's staying here. I don't mean no harm, just somebody lost something, I'm trying to return it.
His visit was brief and uneventful, with no other actions before he left. A courageous homeowner stopped 3 men from carrying out a home invasion. The incident began when the men approached the front door. As the homeowner opened it, 2 of them forced their way inside while the third stayed outside and pulled out a weapon. Fortunately, the doorbell camera captured the entire scene. The footage shows the third man entering the house, but all 3 quickly fled when the homeowner fired a weapon at them. They ran to their car, where a getaway driver was waiting. Police later arrested 2 of the suspects, Dorrance Hackworth and Antonio Dwayne Dean Jr., who now face charges for crimes like using a firearm during a felony, firearm possession by a felon, grand theft, and robbery. Hackworth has pleaded not guilty. One Friday night, a guy and his friend were chilling and playing video games when his doorbell camera sent an alert. Curious, they checked it out on the computer and saw something super creepy. A little boy standing completely still in front of the house.
Yo, what is that? You see that, Mom?
Yeah, I see it.
What the?
They had no idea why he was there or how he even showed up. Things got even weirder when the boy suddenly ran toward the house and vanished from view. They were both freaked out, wondering if it was just a prank or something more mysterious. In Austin, Texas, a man returned to a house he'd entered the night before, showing up at the door with an apology and a request.
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
First, I want to apologize for last night. And second, I lost my backpack. I was wondering, I'm not sure where I left it. I was wondering if I can check to see if I left it somewhere in the bag or something. I'm sorry again. I'm sorry for last night and for everything. Is it okay if I check for my backpack?
What's up, man? What's going on?
Hey, what's up, man? I remember from last night. I'm sorry about that, man. But I lost my backpack. I don't remember where I remember putting it somewhere, but I don't remember where exactly. It was dark, so I'm just trying to backtrack and see if I can find it.
Nah, I saw you leave with it, so it's definitely not here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I was gonna ask you. So when I left, I had it on with me.
Yeah.
Last night. When I walked out. Okay. Yes, sir. All right. Thank you. And again, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck.
San Antonio.
Good luck finding the backpack, brother.
It's a black backpack, just all black, just a regular backpack.
Yeah, we haven't seen it. We saw you leave with it last night.
Okay. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much. And again, sorry.
You're welcome. Good luck, brother. Sorry you lost it.
Thank you, bro.
The encounter wrapped up politely, with the homeowner wishing him luck finding his lost backpack. In Westminster, California, at 11:35 p.m., this guy was caught checking a car parked in front of someone's house. Luckily, the car was locked. If it hadn't been, things might have turned out differently. A doorbell camera captured a porch pirate in action, but unfortunately, he got away without any consequences. Hopefully, he'll be caught soon. On December 27, 2020, just after the holidays, an elderly woman was seen approaching a house in the aftermath of a rainstorm. She was holding an umbrella and stood with her mouth wide open for about 30 seconds before leaving and never returning. She seemed unwell, and we can only hope she found safety that night. A man sneaked up to someone's front door and tried to take a package. He didn't know he was being watched and apologized when the homeowners called out to him. He wasn't sorry for stealing. He was only sorry because he got caught. This guy grabs a package from someone's doorstep and takes off. It's frustrating how common porch piracy is becoming. A neighbor leaves a kind message for a household in Erie, Pennsylvania, after a delivery mix-up. The neighbor informs them that a package intended for their home was accidentally delivered to theirs.
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
Hey, you don't know me. I'm your neighbor. I live in a tan house, kind of kitty corner to you, 1454 West 3rd Street. I believe you guys may have ordered these on Amazon for your dog that I'm hearing right now. I'm just going to leave them here. They got delivered to me by mistake, I believe.
It's a kind gesture showing how small consideration can make a difference. In April 2020, a shady guy in a hoodie is seen approaching a house and trying to open the front door. When he realizes it's locked, he rings the doorbell without bothering to cover his face. It's always a good idea to check who's at the door with a camera before opening it, especially when some random person shows up in the middle of the night. But in this case, the homeowner opens the door quickly and the man walks right in. His speech is slow and confused, making it seem like he might be under the influence. The homeowner asks him to leave, and just as the door is closing, the man gets violent, punching the door and trying to force it open a few times. Luckily, it was already locked. It's unclear if the guy was ever caught by the police. In an unsettling turn of events, a mail thief was seen taking mail from a mailbox in broad daylight. I hope they catch this thief soon. A couple in Georgia installed a Ring camera in their bedroom to keep an eye on their dog during work hours. One night, after the woman had put their dog in his crate, something unsettling happened. She heard a cough coming from the camera speaker. Noticing the blue light indicating the live feed was active, she texted her boyfriend, who was at work, to ask why he was viewing the feed. To her surprise, he denied it. Moments later, a mysterious voice came through the speaker, telling them to wake up and making strange comments. Feeling freaked out, she quickly removed the camera's batteries. Later, the couple discovered their Ring account had been hacked multiple times, at least 4. Despite filing a police report, no resolution came from the investigation. In this clip, 2 coyotes are fighting each other, and then one of them jumps into the yard. Coyotes fighting nearby can be alarming. Good thing this one didn't stick around long. A video shared by WFSB3 shows a creepy moment when a masked man showed up at someone's house late at night. Things got even scarier when he tried to pry open the door. Luckily, the homeowner scared him off before he could get inside. Thanks to their Ring camera, they managed to capture the whole thing and report it. Someone tried to break into cars parked in a driveway at 3 a.m. It seemed like he was looking for a ride, but luckily, all the cars were locked. This package was stolen from someone's front door at 4:29 p.m. in the coded apartments on Broadway and Louise. It was delivered by Amazon at 1:38 p.m., but when the owner got home at 5:17 p.m., it was gone. His face was clearly captured on camera. Hopefully, the police will catch him soon. In a disturbing incident involving the Browns family in Florida, their home security camera picked up something truly alarming on December 8, 2019. Out of nowhere, the camera speakers blasted an alarm, followed by a voice shouting hateful comments.
Chance on Knowles, welcome to the Knowles cast. Wait, so did your child come out black or like kind of like light skin? I don't know. What? Nothing.
What made it even creepier was that the voice specifically mentioned their son, even though no one was visible on the cameras that night. This suggested the hacker might have been watching their live feed for days without the family realizing it. For nearly 3 minutes, the hacker's voice hurled verbal abuse through the speakers. Eventually, the Browns removed the camera's batteries to put an end to it. The situation escalated further when the hacker demanded they visit a specific website using their phone, even threatening their dog when they refused. Shaken by the whole ordeal, the family decided to stop using home security cameras altogether after that terrifying night. This FedEx driver confirms the order and then tosses the package out of the van. Such a lazy move, why not just drop it at the front door? This video, shared on YouTube by ABC News, shows a man acting suspiciously on CCTV. He's seen staring through a window for a while, before heading to the property's front door. After pausing outside for a few minutes, possibly to check if anyone is around, he goes back to the girl's window, peeks in again, and then disappears into the night. Thankfully, the unsettling incident was captured on CCTV, providing crucial evidence for further investigation. A young guy wearing a creepy clown Halloween mask approached a house for some candy. He knocked on the door, said "trick or treat," and then started sniffing his own feet.
Trick or treat. Trick or treat. Trick or treat. No, my feet. Calling,
After looking confused for a moment, he walked away without getting any treats. I wonder what he smelled on his feet that made him ditch the candy idea. A homeless person stole a package from someone's house in broad daylight. The homeowner wasn't home at the time but shared the footage with the police, hoping they'd catch the person. On October 1st, 2017, a clown showed up at someone's front door, rang the doorbell, and waved at the camera. Whether it was a prank or something else, it's definitely not the kind of thing you'd want to see outside your door, especially at night. This car was broken into during the night, and a knife was left at the scene. Later, someone was spotted riding a beach cruiser at 4 a.m. and tried to make a purchase at a 7-Eleven. Fortunately, the suspect was arrested. This guy stole a package from someone's house and drove off in his car. The homeowner reported it to the police, and it turned out he had stolen packages from other houses in the neighborhood, too. He was eventually arrested. Steve woke up in the morning to find his car like this. He reported it to the police, but the person responsible still hasn't been caught. In Los Angeles, California, an elderly man's home was broken into. He heard a noise at the front door, but didn't realize the intruder was already inside. He seemed confused, feeling like something was off, but not sure what.
Hey man, what's in the range? Hey, where are you? Gotta go to the police, man. No, go. No, that's not yours. Okay, go. Gotta call the police. That's not yours. God damn. He's letting me borrow it. Let me borrow it. It's okay. Let me borrow it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Go. See, look. I have to put on my pants. I have to get paid. God damn, it's not yours. It's okay. It's okay, Papa. It's okay. I have to get paid. Okay, go. Okay. I gotta change it. Go. Okay, yes, sir. Where? Okay, I got the lights on. Go. That's not yours. Call the police. No, go. Go. It's okay.
Eventually, he figured out someone was in the house. Thankfully, the man left, and the elderly man's children called the police a few hours later.
We have sideways, happened right. Here's the history. But this one is just only on that side and this side. No, it's right here. So 5:47 is when you actually, because this is yesterday, right? 9:50, and the next one was this. And he probably heard like a commotion outside, so he went to the front door to go check it out. But look at that. Look at here. You'll see you'll see like a shadowy figure like climbing in. I don't know if you saw that, but then and then just watch him look at my grandpa like sneaking in. Like trying to figure out who. So that's all you guys see. That's the. Well, this is the whole video. Oh, okay. The window eventually. So my grandpa came across. It happened between 5:47 and 6
to lock the in the morning.
Yeah. So this is them like this one. But my dad is still sleeping. Yeah, he's still at the door. He's just like. He told me not to touch anything. So I don't know where. That's a minimal. Because he interacted with my grandpa.
The intruder hasn't been caught yet, but I'm glad the elderly man wasn't harmed. A man wearing a hazard vest is seen taking Amazon packages, likely thinking the vest would make him look like he has authority. It's upsetting to see someone abuse trust like this. I hope the packages are recovered. This guy enters a building, grabs some packages, and leaves. He seemed to be watching things closely based on how relaxed and casual he was acting. As night sets in, a man approaches a house and asks to use the phone.
Who is it?
Can I use your stove?
No, you cannot.
The timing and situation make things feel unsettling, leaving us questioning his real intentions. It's always a reminder to trust your instincts and stay cautious in uncertain situations. This guy shows up on someone's porch at night, takes something, and walks away without a care. It's sad when people think it's okay to take what others worked hard for. Here's hoping the package finds its way home. A man is spotted hanging around someone's property at night. The couple inside sees him on the camera and goes outside to confront him.
Hey, what's up? What are you doing?
Thankfully, the guy leaves without causing any problems. This woman walks up to someone's house in broad daylight and takes some packages. The audacity of some thieves is shocking. No rush, no guilt, no shame. TikToker Whoa Nelly posted a video showing a guy trying to break into his place late at night. When he couldn't get in, he paused for a moment, looked at his hand, and then kept trying, but it didn't work. Some people think he might have been under the influence or struggling with mental health issues. Whoa, Nelly was really worried after this, but luckily, he never saw the guy at his door again. This man sits on someone's stairs and calmly takes the packages like it's nothing. His nerve is unbelievable. Hopefully, karma catches up with him soon. Imagine answering the door and finding a fist-sized spider waiting for you. That's exactly what one Redditor experienced and shared in this chilling footage. The spider's identity is still up for debate, with some suggesting it's an American tarantula or a cane spider. This guy went to someone's house at night, took their mail, stuffed it in his pocket, and left. The homeowner reported it, but he hasn't been caught yet. This guy didn't want to pay his rent, wrecked the apartment, abandoned all his stuff, and ignored his electricity bill. It's sad how some people have no respect for the space they've been given, or the bills they owe. On a quiet night, two guys came up to a house looking sketchy. While they were trying to break in, they noticed a neighbor near the garage. Surprised, they quickly ran off into the dark, giving up on their plan. Glad the neighbor showed up at the right time. That could have ended much differently. A man went to someone's property and took a package that didn't belong to him. The homeowner wasn't there, but the camera caught his face clearly. which helped the police catch him. In December 2019, Ashley, a mother of 3, set up a Ring camera in her daughter's bedroom for added security. However, one night, Alyssa, one of her daughters, heard an unexpected voice in the room. Assuming it was one of her sisters, she investigated but found no one there.
Hear you. I can't hear you.
Say it with me.
The voice continued to utter inappropriate words. Frightened, Alyssa called her parents, who quickly disconnected the camera and later removed the entire security system.
Who is that?
I'm your best friend. You can do whatever you want right now. You can mess up your room. You can break your TV. You can do whatever you want.
Who is that?
I'm your best friend. I'm Santa Claus. I'm Santa Claus. Don't you want to be my best friend?
The intrusion was traced back to the family's use of the same email and password, which had been compromised in a previous data breach. A man grabbed a package from someone's front porch, took the items out, put them in a plastic bag, and walked away. Later, the homeowner came outside and was shocked to find the package empty. They reported it to the police, but the man wasn't caught. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.